With two-step equations, when you're solving, the order matters. You have two things happening to the variable. Look here, instead of just being multiplied or just being added, this x has a 2 being multiplied and a 1 being added to it. Okay, so in order to get x by itself, we're going to have to undo each of those operations. Now, the order matters. The thing that we do first, step 1, is we add or subtract in order to isolate this term, the one with the variable. Then, after we have this term by itself, or this term, then we can multiply or divide in order to find the variable completely by itself. Okay, so here's an example. Here, I'm going to focus on addition and subtraction first. So here I notice this plus 1. I'm going to undo it. Now remember, I have to do the same thing on both sides. So when I see this plus 1, I'm going to write minus 1 underneath it because I want that to equal 0. And of course, if I write minus 1 on this side of the equation, on this side of the equal sign, I don't write it here. That's on the same side of the equal sign. I put the minus 1 over here. Looks like this. 7 minus 1 is 6. Now, this is just a one-step equation. This is like what you already solved. So this is x is being multiplied by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. Right? That's the inverse operation. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and that's my answer. And you can check to see if it's right. Look, if I put a 3 back in here, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Looks good. Let's take a look at this one. Remember that I'm adding or subtracting first, so I notice, let's see, where do I have addition or subtraction? Right here. And I'm going to go ahead and use inverse operations. To get rid of this minus 3, I'm going to write plus 3 underneath it. And if I write it on one side of the equation, I have to write it on the other side as well. So this minus 3 and plus 3, those equal 0. I'm bringing down, look, I'm bringing down this. X over 4 equals 5 plus 3 is 8. This says x divided by 4. So the opposite of division, the inverse operation for division, is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply by 4. And if I multiply by 4 on the left, I have to multiply by 4 on the right. And I get x equals 8 times 4 is 32.